The open road to nowhere. Have you ever felt a shiver down your spine while driving down a lonely road at night? A sense of dread that something unseen is watching you from the shadows. There are roads, you see, that whisper with the echoes of forgotten tragedies. Roads where the veil between our world and the next wears thin. These are the ghost roads, haunted highways that stretch across the globe, each one steeped in chilling local legends and shrouded in an eerie darkness that seems to cling to the asphalt. They say that if you listen closely, you can almost hear the screams of those lost on these roads, trapped between this world and the next. Tonight we're going to explore 3 of these roads, highways haunted by restless spirits, places where the living fear to tread. Buckle up, turn off the lights and hold on tight, because what you're about to hear might just make you think twice before taking that next road trip. Out west, beneath a scorching sun that beats down on endless miles of cracked asphalt, stretches a road once known as Route 666. Now decommissioned, its path still visible like a scar on the earth, it was a road where travelers often felt an unsettling presence, a darkness that seemed to cling to their vehicles long after they'd left its cursed lanes. The stories began subtly at first. Whispers carried on the desert wind. Truckers, their rigs heavy with cargo, would report phantom hitchhikers, beautiful women who vanished into thin air just as quickly as they'd appeared. Others spoke of a black sedan driven by a shadowy figure that would race alongside them, only to vanish without a trace at the edge of the headlights. Accidents, many fatal, became commonplace on Route 666. Drivers would swerve to avoid figures that weren't there, their vehicles careening off the road and into the unforgiving desert. The stories grew more frequent, more disturbing. People claimed to have encountered demonic entities, their eyes glowing red in the darkness, their laughter echoing across the desolate landscape. Animals, too, seemed to sense the evil that permeated the road. Birds avoided flying overhead, their usual songs replaced with an unsettling silence. Coyotes, normally bold scavengers of the desert, would cower at the roadside, their eyes wide with primal fear. Travelers who dared to stop along Route 666 at night reported seeing strange lights dancing in the distance, ethereal orbs that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. Some even claimed to have been chased by these lights, their vehicles pursued by something they couldn't explain. The very landscape seemed to warp and twist along Route 666. Shadows stretched and contorted, taking on the shapes of grotesque figures. The air grew heavy, thick with a palpable sense of dread that settled over anyone foolish enough to brave the road after dark. Even the name, Route 666, whispered like a curse, added to the chilling mystique of the road. Was it a coincidence or a sign that something sinister lurked beneath the surface of this seemingly ordinary stretch of highway? Though officially decommissioned, Route 666 remains a scar on the landscape, a haunting reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unexpected places. Its legend lives on, a chilling tale whispered around campfires and in hushed tones, a warning to those who might dare to tempt fate on the Devil's Highway. Deep in the heart of New Jersey, where ancient forests cast long shadows across the asphalt, lies Clinton Road, a 10-mile stretch of highway synonymous with the unexplained. Locals speak of the road in hushed tones, their voices tinged with fear and fascination. Clinton Road is a place where the veil between realities seems to thin, where our world blurs with something far more sinister. It is a place where the living and the dead reportedly cross paths, where unseen energy sends chills down the spines of even the most skeptical travelers. One of the most enduring legends of Clinton Road is that of the Ghost Boy, a young spirit who met an untimely end on the road's sharp curves. They say he can be seen at night, a solitary figure standing by the side of the road, his thumb outstretched, as if hitchhiking. Those who claim to have encountered the Ghost Boy say he appears harmless at first, his eyes wide and pleading. But as they slow their vehicles, his demeanor changes, his eyes flash with an unholy light, and his innocent features contort into a grotesque mask of rage. Another chilling tale is that of the phantom headlights. Drivers traveling alone at night report seeing a pair of bright headlights approaching from behind, growing closer until they seem almost upon them. But just as the unknown vehicle seems poised to ram them, it vanishes, leaving nothing but unsettling silence. Some believe the phantom headlights belong to the ghost of a truck driver killed on the road, his soul forever bound to the site of his demise. Others whisper of a more sinister explanation, suggesting the lights belong to something not of this world, tormenting unsuspecting travelers. Clinton Road is also home to abandoned structures, each steeped in its own unique brand of darkness. There's the crumbling ruins of an old psychiatric hospital, its windows like vacant eyes staring out at the road. Locals say the spirits of former patients, driven mad by their treatments, still roam the halls, their tormented cries echoing through the night. Then there's the decaying remains of an old iron bridge known as the Dead Man's Curve Bridge. Legend has it if you stop your car on the bridge at night and toss a coin into the water below, you'll hear a splash, followed by the sound of heavy footsteps approaching your vehicle. Some say it's the ghost of a worker who fell to his death during the bridge's construction, come to claim another victim. Clinton Road is a place where reality seems to bend and twist, where the laws of nature hold no sway. It's a place where every shadow might conceal something sinister, where every turn in the road might lead to a terrifying encounter with the unknown. Chapter 3, A75 Kinmont Straight, where the dead drive. In the desolate beauty of Scotland, where rolling hills give way to rugged mountains shrouded in mist, lies the A75 Kinmont Straight, a road as breathtaking as it is terrifying. Known locally as the Ghost Road, it has earned a chilling reputation as one of the most haunted stretches of asphalt in the world. Drivers who dare to brave the A75 Kinmont Straight at night speak of a sudden bone-chilling cold that descends upon them, as if a portal to another realm has opened up around their vehicles. The air grows thick with an oppressive sense of dread, and an eerie silence envelops the road, broken only by the sound of their own heartbeat. But it's the apparitions that haunt this road that have cemented its place in paranormal history. Motorists have reported seeing a wide range of spectral beings, each more terrifying than the last. There's the phantom lorry, a massive ghostly truck that appears out of nowhere, its headlights bearing down on unsuspecting drivers before it vanishes into thin air. Then there are the ghostly figures that seem to materialize from the mist that often blankets the road. Some have described seeing a woman in white, her sorrowful eyes reflecting an unimaginable sadness, while others have reported encounters with a shadowy figure that seems to glide effortlessly across the road, its eyes burning with an infernal light. Animals too seem to sense the otherworldly presence that permeates the A75 Kinmont Straight. Birds swerve away from the road, their cheerful songs replaced with panicked cries. Deer freeze in the headlights, their eyes wide with terror, as if they've seen something that chills them to their very core. There are even reports of vehicles behaving erratically on the A75 Kinmont Straight, as if controlled by an unseen force. Drivers have spoken of their cars suddenly swerving, their brakes failing, or their steering wheels locking up as if something is trying to force them off the road and into the waiting darkness. One of the most chilling aspects of the A75 Kinmont Straight is the sheer number of accidents that have occurred along its winding path. While some can be attributed to the road's challenging terrain and unpredictable weather, many remain unexplained, leading locals to believe that something more sinister is at play. Some whisper that the A75 Kinmont Straight is a portal to another dimension, a thin place where the veil between the living and the dead is easily pierced. Others believe that the road is cursed, haunted by the spirits of those who lost their lives on its treacherous curves, their souls forever bound to the place of their demise. Whatever the explanation, the A75 Kinmont Straight remains a place of mystery and fear, a haunting reminder that there are forces at work in our world that we may never fully understand. So, the next time you find yourself driving down a dark and lonely road, remember the stories of Route 666, Clinton Road, and the A75 Kinmont Straight. Remember the spirits who are said to haunt these highways, the chilling tales that have sent shivers down spines for generations. Have you ever had a similar experience on a lonely stretch of highway? A moment where you felt truly alone, where the hairs on the back of your neck stood on end, and you couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching you from the shadows? Share your stories in the comments below, and let's explore the dark and twisted world of ghost roads together. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of darkness, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more terrifying tales, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a descent into the unknown. Sleep tight, and remember, don't look back.